Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for being here. My name is Andrew, coming to you from the beautiful Carolinas. Today's topic is going to be the 5 C's of narcissism. Think about that for a minute. Everyone, if you like the content, please like, subscribe, and share. So jumping right in, the first C that the narcissist needs, they need confusion. The narcissist wants people all around them to be confused. They don't want to be stable, healthy relationships. The narcissist needs people to be kept separated from other people. That's why the narcissist has little groups or sects, S-E-C-T-S, of people. That's why they isolate people. That's why they are gaslighting people and giving them the silent treatment and throwing rage fits, etc. Because the narcissist needs the target, or the target's confused. They don't want anybody ever figuring out who they are. They don't want people seeing behind the mask, and they don't want people understanding that they're in a relationship that is abusive. That is why so frequently the narcissist hides. They wear a mask. They manipulate people. They have people entering these relationships each and every day on the planet. And the people that are entering these relationships, they're either toxic themselves, they do not know that narcissism exists on the planet, or they are a recycled source of supply. That's who the new supply is in a nutshell. But confusion is number one. Another one is chaos. The narcissist likes to disrupt people's energy, and they want to throw monkey wrenches in anything they possibly can, which includes holidays, such as today in the United States. It's a very special and important holiday. Wherever the narcissist is on the planet, or wherever they are, meaning any narcissist you're thinking about, if it's a holiday where they are, or if they're on vacation, they're going to look to blow it up. They're going to look to disrupt whoever's energy they are with. Because the holiday, as an example, it's supposed to be celebrated by people, with people, and for people about certain commemorative days or periods in life. But that's not how the narcissist sees it. You see, the narcissist needs the spotlight or the attention on them 365 days a year, and a holiday is no different. So chaos is something that the narcissist loves. They love watching people squirm. They love watching people explain themselves. They love watching people defend themselves. The narcissist wants to stir the pot, and they want to continue to stir it over and over and over again. The only path here is when you get the wisdom and you apply the tools, is to go no contact, block them, delete them, remove them and all flying monkeys and people associated with them. If not now, when? Now, if you can't do that, I understand. Utilize gray rock. Become dull and boring and get off the radar of the narcissist. Exit the loop of confusion. Exit the loop of chaos. Another one that the narcissist likes to do, or that one of their traits, is competition. Yes, competition. They were in competition with you the minute they met you. Whether you know it or not, they're probably still in competition with you right now. They're probably peeking on your social media, comparing the current source of supply to the supply that you offered or provided for the narcissist. Because remember, each and every day the narcissist is getting older. Each and every day the clock is ticking for them. Each and every day they get closer and closer to becoming whom? That's right, to becoming the aging narcissist. And the aging narcissist is not a pretty sight to see. This is when they'll have to reflect and take a look in the mirror and see the wrinkles on their face and the gray hairs that are sprouting up everywhere and their unshaven face or the sagginess of their eyes. And they will say, wow, I had so many opportunities in life to improve people's circumstances and to improve relationships. But what did I do? I blew them up left, right, and center, because that's what I do. And that's how I go on through life, always trying to catapult myself to a higher plateau. That's why I use, abuse, and manipulate people. That's why I take, and when I'm done, what do? That's right, I take more. Because I am in competition with everybody, which includes my spouse, it includes my children, it includes my alleged friends, it includes the flying monkeys, it includes my peers, it includes people that I am or were a part of the hobby group or a community. The competition is surrounded by the narcissist. Remember, let's say you got a new car when you were in the relationship. Well, did the narcissist get a new car? Probably. They probably got the same car that you did, maybe even the same color, but they just had extra features in it. So they would say, yep, I have the same thing that you have because I have no original ideas myself. I'll take your idea for the car, and what I'll do is I'll get more gadgets and things, and my car will be better than yours. Think about that example I shared with you. It's just one of so many hundreds of thousands of layers about how weak and frail the narcissist is. There is no originality to these people. There is no stability to these people. There's nothing to them. They are rotten to the core, and they know it. And I know it, and now you know it. So competition is another thing. Think about this. Think about when you had a spouse. Maybe your spouse was the narcissist, and maybe they had a couple siblings, brothers or sisters, and maybe those siblings got married to a younger person. Well, Maybe the narcissist would discard you because you were a little bit older and they had to upgrade and get somebody who was young like they were. Understand what I'm sharing with you. The narcissist is in competition with everybody, and nobody, and I mean nobody, is safe or immune from the narcissistic relationship. Not one person, not the flying monkeys, not the enablers, not their parents, not their children, not their coworkers, colleagues, or anybody, because the narcissist will dish out abuse and punishment to anybody who is in their vicinity or anybody who is in their proximity. Another C of the narcissistic creature or individual is coercion. Now, this word isn't really used that often, or at least I don't use it that often. This could be the first time I'm ever using it on a video. But coercion is when you are trying to entice somebody to take on your beliefs or what you want them to do. You're trying to coerce them into believing what you believe. Example, let's say that you could say, hey, my brand of sneakers are the best, or kicks are the best kicks out there. And then they're like, no, I like mine. And then you slowly work on them and you get them to believe that yours are actually better. Next thing you know, they buy your kind of sneakers, or whatever the word is these days for running shoes. And then you've coerced them into doing what you wanted them to do. I'm going to focus on this for a few moments because the narcissist is A, master manipulator. B, they are a king or queen of coercion. And C, they will break anybody down who does not have the wisdom, who has not applied the tools, who has not understood that narcissism is everywhere on the planet. These people, and at one point that was you, these people don't know what narcissism is. They didn't find the needle in a haystack yet. They didn't understand that there are people on the planet that do not have your best interest at heart. And the narcissist is at the top, and I mean the way top of that list. The narcissist needs to take from people. They want to destroy people's lives. They want to drive wedges between anything that matters to them, which includes their health, their status, their children, their time, their energy, their hobbies, their 401k, their finances. Anything that makes them them, the narcissist wants to take. That is why when you're in these relationships, you are coerced. You are led down the rabbit hole of punishment. You're led down the rabbit hole of the trauma bond. You are led to slaughter, if you will. Sorry to say that so abruptly and so rough, but that's what the narcissist wants to do when they place you in the devaluation stage, because they place you in a place you did not know existed because you believed in the mask. You believed that their words were accurate. You believed that what they said they would do, they would do. But once they knew they had you placed in the trauma bond, or once you told them you love them, or once you professed that you want to have children or relocate or start a business or do something pivotal in your life with them, that's when they knew they had you. That's when they looked back and reflected and said, wow, only took me a couple months this time to get this person to fall in love with me. I must really be getting good at this. While I keep this person stuck in the trauma bond or the devaluation stage, what I'll do is I'll start to groom a new supply and see if I can get them to fall in love with me maybe under 2 months. And I'll have multiple people, multiple Ken dolls or Barbie dolls stuck on the shelves, pining for me, thinking about me, texting me, wondering where I am, who I'm with. And I'll triangulate each and every one of these people. And maybe they will meet each other, maybe they won't. But the point is, I will now have a circus of people giving me supply 24/7, which means I can pick up my phone at any time of the day, morning, noon, or night, and I can text a couple words, copy, paste, that send it to all the supply sources. And believe me when I tell you, because it was me, other people will get back to me. And whoever gets back to me first, they'll be the flavor of the day or the week. And I'll give them a little bit of adoration or fake empathy or fake love or fake kindness. And then I'll string the others along. And then if one of these people, i.e. the new supplies, has something really good lined up for me, maybe to go to a concert or a beach house or a trip or something, or they're going to buy me some kind of expensive gift, I'll shower them with some fakeness and get what I want from them. Then I'll discard them. This is the mindset of the narcissist. This is how the narcissist coerces people. This is why the texting game and the emoji game and the waiting games of the narcissist are so difficult. When you don't know what you're up against, you're in that loop of manipulation. You're in the deep end of destruction. You're in the cesspool of manipulation, and you don't know how you got there. Because before you met the narcissist, your life most likely was going swimmingly. It was going just the way you wanted it to go. Drama-free, manipulation-free. You probably didn't have many cares in the world. Lo and behold, you enter the narcissistic relationship. Your world gets spun upside down, inside out, topsy-turvy. What is left is right, what is right is left, what is up is down, what is down is up, and you don't know what's going on. But what you're trying to do is figure out how to get back to that euphoric / love bomb stage when you believe that everything was so amazing, because it was, until when? That's right, until it wasn't. I mention this example on the channel so frequently. Picture a used car when you used to buy a used car off the lot. It would have the brand new paint job, but there would be no engine that would make it run. The engine would go about a half a kilometer, a mile, then it would kick out, and the car was a jalopy. It wouldn't work, well, or it wouldn't run. But when you went to buy that, the exterior looked so good. It looked almost too good to be true, because it was. And you put out some money and you got the car and you drove it off the lot, and it died. And right then you walked back to the dealership and you said, hey, what's going on here? I just bought this car. And they're like, excuse me, what are you talking about? I don't know what you're saying, because the guy that sold you the car, he's not here any longer. And you're like, what? Well, you just got had. And that's what the narcissist does. They may at times appear to have a great outer human form, but what's inside of them is what really matters. It's not the exterior, it's the interior. And these people have nothing. There's no substance, there's no stability, there's no core to them, there's no authenticity. The narcissist cannot introspect, they cannot be accountable, they cannot say, I am sorry, and mean it. They cannot grow, they cannot elevate the way you elevate. That is why they looked for a beautiful, bright, shining light, just like you. They wanted to steal your energy, your positivity, your abundance, your aura, your soul. They wanted to take everything they possibly could and more, because they don't have those things. They're empty, shallow vessels. There's nothing to them. So what did they do? They were in competition with you. They were throwing chaos all around you. They were confusing you. They were coercing you. They had so many things going for them. And the narcissist knew exactly what they were doing. Every single day, the narcissist knew what they were doing. And they know what they're doing right now. And they know what they did to you. They know what they did to the new supply before you. They know what they're gonna do to the former new supply. And they know each and every day that when they wake up or go to bed, they have to think in their tiny little pea brain, all the destruction, all the devastation, all the lives they've ruined, all the lives they've blown up, all the relationships they've decimated. Why? What for? I'll tell you why. Because it gives them supply, and it gives them a rise to watch other people fall. Play that part again, play it a few times. You see, the narcissist is a petulant child at their core. They're stuck in a childlike mindset. No disrespect to children. I was one once, and so were you. But the whole point of that is the narcissist never grew. They don't know how to build people up. The only thing they know how to do is tear people down. They have no good, positive things for people. If there's not something in it for the narcissist, they're not going to lift a finger. That's why, think about it when you had a health concern. Well, when you had a health concern, was the narcissist there for you? Possibly, but probably not. They probably claimed that they had to go visit a brother or sister that they hadn't talked to in 20 years halfway around the world. Or they probably told you that they had to fix a hangnail because they couldn't take you to the hospital. Or they probably told you, figure it out yourself, you'll be fine, and they went away on a trip or something. This is not being funny. It's not trying to trigger you or upset you. It's to let you know the narcissist doesn't care about anybody but themselves. But more importantly, your pain is their comfort. Your misery is their fuel. And if your health has taken a hit, they do like it, because they don't want you to exist on the planet. They don't want people to improve. That is why so frequently the narcissistic abusive cycle is the most challenging relationship to break free from and to heal from, because this is the relationship you need to heal from. You need to slow your life down, to process things, to journal, to meditate, to see a therapist, to heal childhood wounds, etc. You need to be in that cocoon of boundaries. You need to insulate and be in that bubble. And you need to really take a close look at the people you surround yourself with. Not only the narcissist, but I'm talking your immediate family members, colleagues, neighbors, coworkers, people in communities, etc. Because most of these people may not be who you think they are. I'll rephrase that. Some of those people may not be who you think they are. Some of those people are envious of you. Some of those people are jealous of you. Some of those people are narcissists. Some of those people, very few of them, really do have your best interest at heart. And then there are many that are indifferent. They don't care one which way about you at all. But that's the way the planet works. The thing is, back before you entered the narcissistic relationship, you didn't know what narcissism was. So you weren't taught this in school, so you couldn't identify the signs. You didn't know what gaslighting was. You didn't know what the silent treatment was. You didn't know what stonewalling was. You didn't know what triangulation was, my least favorite thing these people do. But these are all the tools that the arsonist, that the narcissist implements to abuse the people that they have stuck in the trauma bond, or to have them stuck in the devaluation stage. This is exactly what the narcissist does each and every day. And the narcissist, they cannot change. They cannot elevate. They cannot grow. What they want to do is to inflict as much damage upon people as they possibly can. And they want to continue to just disappear and slither away into the night onto the new supply and act like the relationship that you were a part of never existed, unless they want to hoover. And remember, don't accept a hoover. Side note, pro tip, a hoover is when the narcissist is trying to draw you back into the relationship for a day, a week, a month, a year, a decade, the rest of your life. But the narcissist, if they're trying to hoover you, it means, number one, they are low on a supply source, or number two, you cross their mind, or number three, they're testing the water to see if you've healed, to see if you've seen behind the masks, to see if you've processed who they are. That is why so frequently, again, I suggest go no contact with these people, block them, delete them, remove them and all flying monkeys and people associated with them. Do it now. If not now, when? What are you waiting for? 1 minute in a narcissistic relationship is 1 minute too long once you've identified who that person is. And it doesn't matter if it's your mom, dad, aunt, uncle, coworker, sister, your spouse, whoever it is. You need to understand these people only deteriorate. They do not improve over time. So all these things I'm sharing with you, the chaos, the confusion, the control, and there are a couple other ones. There's one I forgot, but I'll get it. All these things, they encompass, the coercion. These are the things that the narcissist needs. And I think control is one of the biggest ones. They need to control your life. They need to control your relationships. They need to control who you talk to, who you don't talk to, if you are available, if you're unavailable. Think about the texting games of the narcissist for a quick moment. When you would be texting them, this is when you were in the love bomb stage, you would be texting them in the very beginning, like, hey, how are you? What's going on? Are we going to get together, etc. And they would text you way over the top texts. When they would text you all the cute emojis and the hearts and everything, and you're like, where's this coming from? This is a little much. I just met this person a week ago or 2 weeks ago. I don't get it. Well, you just dipped your toe into the love bomb stage. You didn't know it, though, because you weren't taught this in school. And you took a bite of the forbidden fruit. You fell for it. So the next time the narcissist would text you, they would text you 2 or 3 hearts or emojis or whatever they wanted, something cute, and you would text the same amount back. And then the next time they would text you, they'd text you 4 hearts, and you would text them back 5. Then a couple days later, they'd text you back 7 hearts, and you'd text 14. Before you knew it, you were texting 20 hearts, and they were texting you 0. Because they now knew they trapped you and they had you stuck and caught up in the trauma bond. They pulled back. This is what they always do. The narcissistic abusive cycle is in a loop. It goes around and around and around. And there's one constant in the narcissistic abusive cycle. One. And it's the narcissist. That's why they are so good at what they do. That's why they fine-tune their craft. That's why they continue to manipulate anybody, which includes people that they go to see professionally, which means people to repair their car, doctors, people that they work with, people at the grocery store, people on planes, people in restaurants. They'll manipulate anybody because they're constantly testing the temperature of not only themselves, but of whoever they're talking with, whomever they're speaking with. This is why at the restaurants, I've mentioned this so frequently, you're at dinner with the narcissist. Let's say it's a romantic relationship, or maybe, let's say it's romantic. Well, what are they doing? 9 times out of 10, they're going to be triangulating you with another couple, with the waitstaff, with the owner of the restaurant, with somebody walking by, with their cell phone, which is a huge one. I don't talk about that often. This is what they do. They want to invalidate you, and they want you sitting at that dinner table, stewing, and they just are waiting for you to say one thing like, hey, why aren't you talking to me? And then they'll say, what's your problem? You're so insecure. I have a couple minutes on my phone? I don't get what your deal is. You need help. Go see a therapist. You're so insecure. I can't believe you ruined this dinner. They will say things like that. So you have 2 different options. 1, to be quiet and tolerate it, which is what most people do. Or 2, you say something, and then what happens? Okay, well, the dinner is going to be blown up. You're going to get the silent treatment on the way home, and now there's going to be a big price to pay because you opened your mouth and you stood up for yourself. But when you do that, inevitably, you will go back to the narcissist. Again, this is when you didn't know they were a narcissist, and you will apologize for something you didn't even do. You're apologizing for their poor behavior, and they know it because they've done it so many thousands of times before. They're accustomed to people falling for the mask. They're accustomed to people believing in the false narrative. And these people, once the narcissist I'm talking about, once someone puts a boundary up, it usually does not go well. Meaning, the discard could be coming, or the silent treatment could be coming, or they could disappear for a couple days or weeks. Who knows what they're going to do, but they're not going to put up with your boundary. Because the narcissist cannot have boundaries. They will not adhere to your boundaries. They will give them to you, and you have to tolerate them until you get the wisdom. But they're not going to listen to any boundaries you have because they don't care. This is why the narcissist needs a fuel source. This is why they need human beings to regulate themselves. This is why the narcissist needs 3 smartphones. This is why the narcissist will never improve. They will never introspect, and they will never grow. This is why you must understand the message of this video, the 5 C's of the narcissistic abusive cycle. And I hope I named all 5 of them. I did my best. These are pivotal words. They're pivotal experiences that you went through. And the narcissist, wherever they are gallivanting the globe right now, they're using their tiny little pea brain, and they're doing the exact same things just with different people. So you need to be grateful and fortunate and appreciate the fact that you're out of the relationship. And you need to understand that going no contact is the path, and understand that these people only deteriorate. They will not improve. They cannot improve. And final thing, the Hoover, do not accept it. If you didn't get one, that's a badge of honor. Continue the no contact. If you did get one, don't accept it. If you did get one in the past and you did accept it, be kind to yourself. You didn't even know what a Hoover was, but now you do. And you can't unsee what you've seen, which means now you know that the Hoover did not go well. So continue to move forward each and every day. Continue to heal. Continue to learn, to grow, to teach. Continue to take a class, teach a class, read a book, write a book. Continue to live narcissistic relationship free. Everyone, that's the video. I hope you liked it. I loved doing it. From the beautiful Carolinas, this is Andrew. Namaste. Have a great afternoon, evening, or morning, no matter where you are on the planet. You are not alone. God bless you all. I love you. You are not alone. And this angle may look a little old school to some of you guys. And the reason why is because for the last 2 years, I've had a tripod and I set up in different locations using my tripod. That's where I put my phone. And today, lo and behold, after 2 years, the tripod, a little wind kicked over and it broke the tripod. So it's sitting here broken. So this is the old school days from Costa Rica when I used to have to hold my phone at the rancho on a table and until I eventually figured out how to prop it up. But that's why this angle looks a little bit different, and I will get a new tripod probably within a few days. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I absolutely loved doing it. God bless you all. Continue to move forward each and every day. And I'm sending you a huge, huge virtual hug. It's for you. Continue making progress and play this video, play it a few times and pay it forward to somebody who could use it. Remember, at one point you didn't know what narcissism was, neither did I. We were looking for that needle in a haystack and we found it, and we are now applying the tools. Someone else may be able to do the same thing if you provide the video, if you feel it's appropriate. I'm not saying to send the video unsolicited. I'm saying if someone's talking to you about some things, you may want to say, hey, check this out. This may help you out. I love you all. God bless you. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye.